वाणी संतों की वाणी। रामकली महिला तीसरा। हरि की पूजा दुर्लभ है संतो, कहना कछु ना जाए। संत गुरुमुख पूरा पाई, नाम पूजा कराई।
ये परम संत सद्गुरु गुरु अमरदेव जी की वाणी है। जैसे कि हम सत्संग में हमेशा बताते आए, अमरदेव जी करीब 22 साल तीर्थ यात्रा किया और उसी को मुक्ति का साधन समझे थे। लेकिन कहते हैं कि आपके अंदर एक बड़ा परिवर्तन आया जबकि आपको एक ब्रह्मचारी साधु मिला और आपके अंदर वो परिवर्तन पूरा 70 साल की उम्र में आया कि आप अंगद देव की शरण में गए और नाम लेकर फिर लौट के नहीं आए।
These are the trangas from the Guru Amar Das Ji's esoteric songs composed in Granth Sahib. Guru Amar Das Ji was earlier doing the devotion to various rituals as per the Hindu customs and traditions throughout his life. It so happened that at the age of 70, he came into contact with a saga or a brahmachari, and by having conversation with him, it entirely transformed his life, and he went to his master, got initiation, and remained with the master permanently till he left his body.
हाँ, कहते हैं कि उन्हीं की वाणी है कि आपके अंदर कितना परिवर्तन आया। जबकि आपको हरिद्वार तीर्थ स्नान करके आते थे, उसी को मुक्ति का साधन समझे थे, लेकिन अब आप क्या कहते हैं, हरि की पूजा दुर्लभ है संतों। कहते हैं भाई उस मालिक की जो सच्ची पूजा दुर्लभ है। कहते हैं पूजा का ढंग खाली गुरुमुखों को पता है, जिन्हें काबिल मुर्शिद पूरा गुरु मिल गया, जिसकी रूह उस नाम से जुड़ गई। कहते हैं वो उस मालिक की सच्ची पूजा जानते हैं।
Now, earlier in his life, he used to go to Haridwar, a holy place in the Himalayan ranges, and he used to go every year there and do the devotion there to various gods and goddesses and also the river Ganges. So he used to think that this is the real devotion to the God Almighty, this is the real way for salvation. But when he came into contact with the Master, got initiation and got inner experiences, and with the grace of the Master got enlightenment, that time he realized that real devotion to the God Almighty is reciting his names by going to the Master and submitting to the Master, getting initiated by the Master. That is the real devotion to the God Almighty. That is the real righteousness to the God Almighty.
कहते हैं भक्ति सारी दुनिया करती है। कहते हैं कुछ प्रेमी सवेरे उठ के देवी देवताओं के फोटो को अगरबत्ती चढ़ा देते हैं, वो भी एक भक्ति ही है। और थोड़ा श्रद्धा और प्रेम भक्ति होने वाले लोग सवेरे स्नान करके मंदिर में जाके एक लोटा जल चढ़ा के आते हैं, वो भी उनकी भक्ति ही है।
It's so happens that we observe that there are some people who get up early in the morning and put up a candle in front of a photo frame of the god or goddesses whom they love and whose devotion they do. There are yet some people who get up early in the morning, go to the river, take the bath in the holy river, and then go to the temple and do the devotion and rituals of the gods and goddesses whom they love.
कहते हैं कुछ लोग तीर्थ व्रत उपवास रखते हैं और कुछ लोग ऐसा भी सोचते हैं कि दुनिया में रह के कुटुंब परिवार में रह के हमारी मुक्ति नहीं होगी, सन्यासी बन जाते हैं, जंगल पहाड़ों में जाकर बैठ जाते हैं, कठिन साधन प्राणायाम अष्टांग योग जब तब से जुड़ जाते हैं, वो भी एक भक्ति ही है।
There are eight type of devotion done by the people. Some people go to various holy places, take a dip in the water there, and also perform fast, various types of fast on various days. They think that this is a devotion to the God Almighty. There are still other persons who think that remaining in this universe with the family, with the nearby friends and relations and in the society will not enable him or them to do devotion. So they sacrifice all these things and they go to the forest, into the deep forest, and they sit there and do the penances and meditation of the God Almighty by various types of pranayama, hatha yoga and all these types. This is also a type of devotion to the God Almighty.
लेकिन अमरदेव जी कहते हैं कि ये जो है ये उस हरि परमात्मा की भक्ति नहीं, सच्ची भक्ति नहीं। सच्ची भक्ति जब काबिल मुर्शिद पूरा गुरु मिल जाए, हमारी आत्मा को सबसे से जोड़ दे, हम उस शब्द को अपने अंदर प्रकट कर लें, तो शब्द के जरिए ही हम उस मालिक तक पहुंच सकते हैं, क्योंकि वो शब्द की सीढ़ी है, जो कुदरती कानून है, परमात्मा का बनाया हुआ रास्ता है। जब से ये दुनिया परमात्मा ने बनाई है, ये मानव शरीर में इस आत्मा को भेजा है, ये रास्ता भी परमात्मा ही सबके अंदर रख के भेजा है।
Guru Arjan ji guides us and tells us that all these outwardly forms of devotion are not the real devotion to the God Almighty. According to him, what is the real devotion to the God Almighty? Go to an enlightened master who is complete and get initiation from him, submit to him, do the practices of devotion and meditation as per his commands and instructions, go within in your own body, come up to the 10th door, and there you get the master's radiant power, and thereafter you get connected with the melodious sound current and the light. And thereafter you start making progress one after another with the staircases of the melodious sound current, that is logos. So this is the real devotion. So getting connected through the master to the real sound current and the light, and with that ladder going up to the God Almighty is the real devotion to the God Almighty.
हरि बिना सब किछ मैला संतो की पूजा चढ़ाए, हरि साचे भावे सा पूजा होवे, बाणा मणि वसाए।
तो वही आप इशारा देते हैं कि उस परमात्मा हरि को छोड़ करके, परमात्मा को छोड़ करके बाहर जो और भी हम कुछ पूजा, जो भी भक्ति पूजा करते हैं, वो सच्ची पूजा नहीं है। देवी देवता 33 करोड़ देवी देवता हैं, ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश्वर हैं, बहुत सारे देवियां हैं, कहते हैं, लेकिन वो उनकी भक्ति हो गई, वो मालिक की भक्ति नहीं हुई। कहते हैं वो मालिक की भक्ति कुछ और है। वो अगर कामिल मुर्शिद गुरु मिल जाए, वो अंदर जाने का रास्ता तरीका समझा दे, उनकी कृपा से सबक प्रकट हो जाए, तो काम होता है, उस मालिक तक पहुंच सकते हैं।
Guru Arjan Dev Ji further explained that is outwardly righteous and devotions to the God Almighty supposedly are not the real devotion to the God Almighty. They are the devotion to those deities to whom we are doing the devotion. There are 3.3 million deities, gods and goddesses. They are among them three important are Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. We do the devotion to them and we feel that we are doing the real devotion to the God Almighty. But God Almighty is beyond these 3.3 million gods and goddesses. He is beyond Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. And how we can get him and do the devotion to him? It is only when we go to the fully enlightened master, get initiation from him, do the devotion, meditation as per his instructions and commands, and come to the 10th door. When we come to the 10th door, get connected with the melodious sound current and light, then it is the real devotion to the God Almighty. It is real being on the path of devotion to the God Almighty.
करते हैं वही सेवा उस मालिक को मंजूर है, करते हैं जो उसके पास तक हमें पहुंचा सके। वो मालिक का भजन सुमरन है, संतों का बताया हुआ शुभ शब्द का अभ्यास है।
God Almighty is pleased with that devotion. He accepts that devotion of the disciple, which leads the disciple to reach to the God Almighty. And what is that? It is the getting the initiation from the master, and reciting the names given by the master, and having contemplation of the master's figure, coming to the temple. Such type of devotion and such type of meditation is acceptable to the God Almighty. He is pleased with that. Therefore, he thinks that the disciple is doing a real devotion to him.
कहते हैं इस तरह से हमारे जो कि महाराज सोमनाथ महाराज ने भी 25 साल प्राणायाम साधन किए कठिन, और अजय सिंह महाराज ने भी प्राणायाम साधन 17 साल किए। हालांकि रिद्धि सिद्धि तो आ गई, लेकिन शांति नहीं। कहते हैं जब तक कि सदगुरु ना मिले और रूह सतलोक सचखंड में पहुंच गए। तो इसीलिए कहते हैं कि बाहरी भक्ति में रिद्धियां सिद्धियां आ जाती हैं, लेकिन मन को शांति नहीं रहती है। मन को शांति कब आती है? जब आपके अंदर वो नाम शब्द प्रकट हो जाए, कहते नाम प्रकट हो जाए।
This way, Somnath Maharaj and Ajay Singh Maharaj have also done outwardly penances, outwardly devotion. Somnath Maharaj has done devotion of pranayam sadhana for 25 years. But even then his mind did not have calmness and quietness. His mind was not happy with that devotion. He was not comfortable. Like Ajay Singh Maharaj also did the devotion of penances of pranayam yoga for 15 years, 17 years, but also he was not comfortable. He was not happy with the devotion and God's devotion he was doing it. Ultimately, when they went to the master, they got the name from the master and get it contemplated on the 10th hour. When they saw the light, they got connected to the melodious sound current and also saw the light. Then they were happy, the mind was cooled down, and they made further progress on the spiritual path and devotion to the God Almighty.
इसी तरह से अमरदेव जी ने भी बाहर बड़ी भक्ति किया, कठिन साधन किया, और हाँ ठंडी में गर्मी में हर समय जो है 22 साल उन्होंने तीर्थ यात्रा की, उसी को मुक्ति का साधन समझा, लेकिन शांति नहीं आई। जब अंगद देव जी मिले, शुद्ध शब्द का साधन मिला, जब रूह अंदर गई, तब जाके शांति आई।
Likewise, Amardev ji also was doing outwardly rituals and devotions to the God Almighty. In the winter, in the summer, as well as in the rainy season, he used to go to Haridwar and do devotion to the God Almighty. And he used to think that this is the real devotion to the God Almighty. He did it up to the age of 70 years. But when at the age of 70 years, he came into contact with his master, Angad Dev Ji. Then he got the real understanding what is the real devotion to the God Almighty. He got the initiation from Angad Dev Ji. He did the meditation as per the instructions of Angad Dev Ji. And when his soul went up to the 10th door, got connected with the melodious sound current and the light, that time his soul was very happy, comfortable, and mind was also calm and quiet. That time he realized that this outwardly righteous, outwardly devotion to the God Almighty is not a real devotion. Real devotion to the God Almighty is one has to go within by getting initiation from the master, fully attend master, and then come up to the 10th door, get connected with the melodious sound current, that is Nam or Logos, and see the light there. Then only this is the real devotion to the God Almighty, and one can think that he is on the real path of meeting to the God Almighty.
पूजा करे सब लोक संत, मन मुख थाई ना पाए। शब्द मरे मन निर्मल संत, यह पूजा थाई पाए।
फिर वही सब कोई करता है, दुनिया में पूजा के बगैर कोई नहीं है। मनुष्य भी पूजा करते हैं लेकिन मन के दायरे में। लेकिन वो जो सच्ची पूजा है कहते हैं वो गुरुमुखों की है। शब्द को अपने अंदर उस नाम को प्रकट करके उनको सच्ची शांति आ जाती है और कहते हैं उनके अंदर जो आशा और तृष्णा की आग है वो बुझ जाती है, तब जाके सच्ची शांति आती है।
This devotion to the God Almighty is done by everybody in this world, but they are divided into two. One is Gurumukh and one is Manmukh. Gurumukh are those who got initiation from the fully attended master and do the practices, devotion, meditation as per the instructions of the master. Go come up to the 10th door, get connected to the melodious sound current and the light. That is the real devotion to the God Almighty. There are those people who are called Manumukh. That means they are under the control and command of the mind. They live the entire life and devotion of the God Almighty as per the commandments of their own mind. The mind is going outside, it is searching for the God Almighty outside, and therefore it gets connected and hooked with the outwardly righteous, not inwardly devotion to the Lord. And though the outwardly righteous mind thinks and make the soul think and accept that this outwardly righteous are the real devotion to the God. But that is not the real devotion to the God Almighty. Real devotion to the God Almighty is that when the mind and the soul go within, inside, and come to the 10th door, get connected with the melodious sound current and the light, then only it is the real devotion to the God Almighty. And that is possible only when we submit ourselves to the fully attended master and get initiation from him.
ऐसे ही एक वाक्य साधु सिंह महाराज जी के समय की हुई है। कहते हैं कि जो संस्कारी आत्माएं होती हैं, अगर वो भटक भी गई होती है तो जो जिन सत्यों की ड्यूटी होती है वो जरूर उसे जगाते हैं। तो ऐसे ही एक आत्मा हिमालय की गुफा में प्राणायाम करते बैठा था और काफी लंबा समय से वो प्राणायाम में लगा हुआ था। यहाँ तक कि उसके हाथ पैर भी सूख गए, पैर सूख गए थे बैठ बैठ के आसन में, पद्मासन से। तो सावन सिंह महाराज एक दिन वो ध्यान बैठा था तो उसको अंदर दर्शन दिए और कहा, हे योगी, अगर तू मालिक को पाना चाहता है तो व्यास को आ जाए। फिर बाद में वो अंदर देख के आश्चर्य होता है, कहता है अच्छा महाराज ये मेरी निशानी है। उन्होंने दाहिना पैर उठा के बताया क्योंकि उनके दाहिने पैर के नीचे पद्मरेख था जैसे कृष्ण को था, तो ये मेरी निशानी है। तो बोला अच्छा महाराज मैं जरूर आऊँगा, लेकिन प्राणायाम काफी लंबा समय से कर करके मेरे पैर सब सूख गए हैं, पैरों में ताकत नहीं है, मैं धीरे धीरे आपके पास जरूर पहुँचूंगा। फिर वो वहाँ से उठा और उस समय तो पैदल यात्रा करते थे, ये ट्रेन और बस कार की सुविधा नहीं थी। साधु संत महात्मा पैदल यात्रा जो चारों धाम का पूरा इंडिया का चक्कर लगाते थे, तो कहते हाँ। तो बाद में वो वहां से उठा और व्यास हिमालय के पास ही है, जबकि वहां से उनको व्यास आने में 6 महीने लग गए। जब वहां आया शाम का समय था, शाम से महाराज जी सत्संग कर रहे थे, जाके चरणों में माथा टेक दिया, सेवादार उसको हटा दिए। जब सत्संग खत्म हुआ तो बाद में महाराज ने कहा उसको ऊपर मेरे पास लेके आओ कमरे में, तो उसको वहां लेके गए। तो सेवादार बाहर निकल गए तो आप जाकर उनके महाराज जी के चरणों में लग गया। वो पहले ही सत्संग सुन के कुछ तसल्ली आई, चरणों में पकड़ लिया और कहता है महाराज इतना दूर बुला के लाए तो अब वो बताओ। तो बाद में बहुत हट करने से महाराज ने बताया, तो वो पद में देख के उसको भरोसा आ गया। फिर दूसरे दिन उसको नामदान मिल गया और 1 हफ्ता रहा। तो बाद में महाराज ने कहा कि अब तुम्हें सच्चा रास्ता मिल गया, अब तुम कहीं भी जाके सुमरन भजन करो। तो फिर वो उसी पहाड़ी की तरफ फिर से वो निकल गया। तो अब इस तरीके से साधन करो। तो कहते फिर वो उसी जगह जाके साधन में बैठ गया। तो कहते इस तरह से जो संस्कारी आत्माएं होती हैं उनको संत जरूर जागृत कोई न कोई रूप में करते।
It so happens that masters, when they come to this world, their duty is to awaken the souls which are forgotten the God Almighty and devotion to the God Almighty. And they know which are the souls where they have to awaken. And they come for that purpose only in this universe. Savan Singh Maharaj was one of such souls, enlightened souls, which came into this universe for awakening the souls. It so happened that when Savan Singh Maharaj was sitting in meditation, he got the Himalayan ranges scene and he saw that a very elderly man, very old man, is doing devotion. So he thought he should awaken him. So in his own meditation, that man was also in deep meditation in the Himalayan ranges. Savan Singh Maharaj gave him his glimpse. So that man saw in his meditation Savan Singh Maharaj. And Savan Singh Maharaj that time told him, O yogi, O Panasir, if you want to have real meeting to the God, get salvation, you go to Vyas, you come to Vyas, you will get what you are searching. And Savan Singh Maharaj disappeared from his contemplation. So that yogi who was doing penances for about 100 years by sitting in folded legs and for doing the devotion for maximum number of hours in a day. Therefore all his legs were dried, it was only head and skin, and he was unable to walk. But when he got this Savan Singh Maharaj darshan in his meditation, he thought that he should go to that master who has told him to come there. But in his meditation he asked Savan Singh Maharaj, okay, I will come to Vyas as per your instructions, but how to identify you that you are the same person whom I am coming? So ultimately Savan Singh Maharaj showed his leg to him. On that bare leg, there was the impression of Padma Chakra. Padma Chakra is a chakra which are the lotus feet on the master's was a Padma Chakra. It was that Padma Chakra was also on the feet of the Lord Krishna. That is of the crunch, encirclement of the lines, round. So that Savan Singh Maharaj showed it to him that this is my identification, this is my identity. He said okay. Then that man started coming to Vyas. Now in those days there were no transport facilities available like cars, motorcycles or buses or trains, and one was required to travel on feet only. He was already old, he has very skeleton body, and therefore although Vyas was just on the Himalayan foothills, very close, but even then it took 6 months to reach to Vyas. When he reached Vyas in the evening, Savan Singh Maharaj giving discourses, that is satsang. He entered the hall, he sat close to the Savan Singh Maharaj and took his darshan and sat there listening to the discourse. After the discourse was over, all the sevadars, that is volunteers, they removed from that old man from the hall, and Savan Singh Maharaj went on the first floor to his home. That man wanted to meet Savan Singh Maharaj, but Sevadar did not permit. But when Savan Singh Maharaj went upstairs, he instructed the Sevadars, that is volunteers, that they should bring that old man to his home. That man was brought to Savan Singh Maharaj's room on the first floor, and then Savan Singh Maharaj told volunteers to go away. So there were only 2 persons, Savan Singh Maharaj and an old man in that room. So that old man could recognize Savan Singh Maharaj from his face and from the body. But he said, Maharaj, okay, I could identify you now, but real identification will be from your lotus feet, on which there is a Padma Chakra. You brought me up to here, then why are you hiding out that identification? Please show me that identification. So ultimately Savan Singh Maharaj has no choice. Very lovingly and lovingly, he took up his leg and so showed his lotus feet to him. And on that there was a Padma Chakra, that yogi was satisfied that he has come to the right moment. Next day morning, Savan Singh Maharaj gave initiation, and afterwards he remained there for 4 or 5 days. Then Savan Singh Maharaj said, now you have got the real path of doing the devotion to the God Almighty. Now you need not stay here or you need not wander anywhere in India or elsewhere. You go back to the same place where you were doing devotion, and there you do the meditation as per the practices I have explained to you. You will get salvation. Accordingly, that man goes there. I went there. He did meditation as per the instructions of Saman Singh Maharaj. That time he could get connected with the melodious sound current or lotus. Earlier he was doing so many years penances, but he could not get that melodious sound current. But when he got initiation from the Saman Singh Maharaj and got initiation and did the practices as per that, and because of his good deeds of the earlier birth, he could get connected with the melodious sound current very fast, and he got salvation thereafter. So this is the story to share with us, that the masters comes in this world to awaken the souls who have got good deeds in the past and whom the Lord desires that they should be awakened and enlightened.
पवित्र पावन से जन साचे एक शब्द ल्यो लाए, बिन नावे और पूछ न होवे, भरम भूल लोकाए।
तो वही अमरदेव जी कहते हैं कि भाई इस तरह से वही सच्ची पूजा है। कहते हैं कि जो नाम से नाम को अपने अंदर प्रकट कर ले, जिनको शब्द का मार्ग मिल गया है, सदगुरु मिल गया है, नाम को अपने अंदर प्रकट कर लिया, वही सच्ची पूजा है। जैसे हमने पहले भी कहा कि लोग पूजा तो सारी दुनिया करती है, लेकिन उससे मन को शांति नहीं आती है, वो मन के दायरे में होती है। लेकिन अगर मन को शांति आने के लिए शब्द प्रकट होना जरूरी है, और शब्द कब प्रकट होता है? सदगुरु की कृपा से। जब हम 10वें दरवाजे में रूह पहुंच जाती है, नाम और शब्द प्रकट हो जाता है, तब जाके सच्ची शांति मिलती है।
Now it is again explained to us by Guru Arjan Dev Ji, Amar Dev Ji, that real devotion to the God Almighty is the one which one has to go inside as per the instructions of the Master, get the initiation from the Master, do the devotion as per the dictates of the Master, come to the 10th door. When soul comes to the 10th door, it gets connected with the melodious sound current and also see the light. When it gets connected to the melodious sound current, that is the real devotion to the God. What happens in this world? Everybody does the devotion. Mind also does the devotion, but they does the devotion of the outwardly things of the God Almighty. And that is not the real devotion. And because of that devotion, even if it is done intensely, outwardly devotion, the mind doesn't get calm and quietness. It continues to be vibrant, it continues to be wandering here and there. It is only when the mind comes within, get the initiation as per from the truly attained Master, does the practices and meditation, and comes to the 10th door, and listens to the melodious sound current, and get the glimpse of the light and the Master's radiant form. Then mind becomes calm and quiet, and that time mind understand, yes, this is the real path, real devotion to the Lord Almighty, and therefore thereafter the mind always remains willing.
कहते हैं क्योंकि अगर हम मन के दायरे में एक पत्थर की पूजा करते हैं तो कहाँ जाएंगे? हम पत्थर बन के पैदा हो जाते हैं। पेड़ की पूजा करते हैं, पेड़ के शरीर में पैदा हो जाते हैं। तीर्थ व्रत के ऊपर आशा लेके जाते हैं तो वहाँ पे कोई मछली, मगरमच्छ या तो मेढक बन के पैदा हो जाते हैं उसी पानी में। तो कहते इस तरह से जहाँ आशा तहाँ वासा, ये सब पूजा हमें इस जो है भवसागर से पार नहीं करते हैं। कहते वही एक ही पूजा है उस शब्द का। शब्द अगर हमारे अंदर प्रकट हो जाए गुरु की कृपा से तो काम बन जाए।
What is devotion? Devotion is nothing but loving somebody with deep remembrance and love and affection. That is the remembering of the people. Outwardly what we do the worship of the idol. We remember the idol every now and then with love and affection, which idol we do the devotion. It may be the idol of any deity or any god or other. So continuously mind reminds that idol, and at the time of death, what happens? Whatever mind remembers, the soul has to go and mind has to take birth in there only. So again the soul takes the birth in that area within the stone only. Likewise, many people do the devotion, do the puja of uh, various trees. Then what happens? They start loving those trees as their gods. And when they are loving those trees as their god, ultimately those trees appear in their contemplation at the time of day, at the time of sacrifice in the body. And therefore that soul again goes to that species of the grass and the tree. If some people do pray the various ritual places like Haridwar and Rishikesh, and they will take a dip into the bath there and they feel that is the real devotion. Now what happens? There are many species who are living into the water. Now if they love that water and the species in that water and do their devotion, they naturally get a glimpse of those things at the time of sacrificing the body. And they are not choice but to go to those units because they have remembered that thing at the time of their death. Likewise, if we get insight from the master and we do the practices and go inside up to the 10th door and get the redent form of the master, get listen to the melodious sound current and also see the light within, then mind will start remembering that those things again and again continuously. And when my mind is remembering those things permanently again and again in our life, at the time of death, at the time of sacrificing the body, what will happen? We will be remembering only master, we will remain only melodious sound current and light. And therefore, as the earliest examples, the people went to those places where they remember. So here when we remember the master, when we remember the melodious sound current, when we remember the light, the soul goes to that place, that is, it starts making advancement journey toward the God Almighty and it gets salvation.
गुरुमुख आप पहचाने संत राम नाम ल्यो लाए आपे निर्मल पूज कराए गुर सब देवताए पाए।
इसलिए अमरदेव जी बार बार उस शब्द की महिमा करते हैं, कहते हैं गुरुमुख का वही गुरुमुख की सच्ची पूजा है जो अपने आप को पहचान ले, गुरु का दिया हुआ नाम सुमरन करके 9 से 10 में आ जाए। यहाँ आते पहले आत्मा नजर आती है और गुरु की कृपा से शब्द और प्रकाश प्रकट हो जाता है। तो जब हम अंदर अपने आप को देख लेते हैं, हमें भरोसा हो जाता है भाई हम आत्मा है, हम शरीर नहीं। शरीर तो कर्म को चुकाने के लिए एक किराए का मकान है। तो हमारा जो दुनिया का प्रेम प्यार ऑटोमेटिक हट जाता है, हमारा प्रेम प्यार सदगुरु के चरणों से नाम से जुड़ जाता है। तो कहते हैं कि ये पूजा गुरुमुखों की है जो अपने आप को अपने अंदर पहचान करके शब्द को पकड़ के और उस मालिक तक पहुंच जाते हैं, ये सच्ची पूजा है।
Now, Guru Amardev Ji is again impressing upon us that what is the real devotion to the God Almighty. Real devotion to the God Almighty is coming within our own body, coming and start doing the meditation as per the instructions of the Master from whom we get the initiation. And that way, when the soul and mind comes to the 10th door, that time soul gets its own reflexes there. So that time soul start thinking, oh, I am a soul, I am not this body. I am a soul, I am not this body. That time soul remembers that this body is given to me for some time for doing the devotion of the God Almighty. And after understanding that, soul and mind further gets a glimpse of the melodious sound current and also get a light. So that then soul and mind further think that yes, this is the melodious sound current, this is the real path of going to the God Almighty and getting merged into the God Almighty. Therefore it starts further loving to that path and start doing more and more meditation. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji says that This is the real devotion to the God Almighty, and that can be done only by those people who are initiated by the Master or called Guru, who come to the temple.
पूजा करे पर विधि नहीं जाने, दूझे भय मल लाए। गुरुमुख होवे सो पूजा जाने, बाणा मन वसाई।
वही अमरदेव जी कहते हैं कि मनमुख लोग जो पूजा की विधि नहीं जानते हैं, मन के दायरे में कर्म करते जाते हैं, मन के दायरे में पूजा करते हैं, वो आप भी मलिन होते हैं, दूसरे को भी मलिन बनाते हैं। लेकिन जो गुरुमुख लोग हैं, कहते हैं वो गुरु की कृपा से वो नाम से अपना प्रेम प्यार लगा के, नाम को अपने अंदर प्रकट करके, वो सच्ची पूजा जो हरि की सच्ची पूजा है, उस पूजा को करते हैं। आप उस मालिक के चरणों तक पहुंच जाते हैं।
Now, everyone does the devotion. He is again impressing upon us that it is the mind who makes us to do outwardly righteous and outwardly pujas and devotion. But by doing outwardly devotion and pujas, righteous, the mind becomes dirtier and dirtier. It collects dirt on it. And those people who are preaching such type of devotions, they themselves collect the dirt on their mind, and they make people who follow them also to collect dirt on their mind. And likewise, the outward master and outward disciples, they both collect the dirt on their mind, and they do not make any progress, and they have to remain in this world and facing the cycle of birth and rebirth. Whereas, when it goes to the master, and knowing that this outwardly righteous and outwardly devotion is not going to be any benefit to his soul or to mind, and when they go to the fully attained master, get initiation from the master, and go within and come up to the temple, get soul's own reflection, and also get the melodious sound current and light, then the soul and the mind realizes that this is the real devotion to the God Almighty, and they permanently get hooked to that, and they do the devotion with much dedication and love and affection. And then they understand this is the real path to the God Almighty, and this is the real devotion to the God Almighty.
कहते हैं कि एक नजदीक चिकबल्लापुर है, यहाँ से 25 किलोमीटर पे, वहाँ पे एक शिल्पकार पत्थर की मूर्तियाँ बनाने वाला, उम्र हो गया उसका करीब 70 वर्ष तक की उम्र। तो घर वाले लोग क्या किया, उसको 2 भैंस दे दिए, और वो बगल में नंदी पहाड़ है, बहुत फेमस है नंदी पहाड़ कर्नाटक में, उसके ऊपर जाओ तो एसी जैसा बहुत ठंडा रहता है, क्योंकि उसमें अभी आत्मा है, तो वो बादल को खींचता है, आकर्षित करता है पहाड़, तो ऊपर बहुत ठंडी रहती है, बरसात भी ज्यादा होता है। तो उसी नीचे गांव था उसका, पहाड़ के नीचे, तो भैंस चराने के लिए जाता था, तो उसको आदत थी पत्थर की मूर्तियां बनाने की, तो अपना सामान लेके जाता था, और सामान लेके जाके वहाँ एक गोला पत्थर था पड़ा, तो उसको नंदी बनाने के लिए शुरू किया। अच्छा तरह से 6 महीने उसको दूसरा काम नहीं, भैंस चरने के लिए छोड़ देता था, उस पत्थर को करता था। अच्छा तरह से 6 महीने में उसको नंदी का स्वरूप तैयार किया, क्योंकि वो अच्छा कारीगर था। बाद में सोचने लगा, मैं इतना मेहनत करके नंदी बनाया, ये बच्चे लोग आएंगे तोड़ फोड़ देंगे, तो उसको पत्थर काट काट के दीवार बनाने लगा मट्टी से। एक छोटा सा मंदिर बना दिया कि मंदिर रहेगा, कोई तोड़ेगा नहीं नंदी को, छोटा सा मंदिर बना दिया। अब इतने बनाते मंदिर में पूरा हुआ ही था, उसके जान निकल गए, मैंने वो मर गया। उस समय वो मरने के समय एक ख्याल आया, मैं तो मर रहा हूँ, मैं इतना मेहनत करके उसको बनाया था, ये लोग गांव वाले या तो बच्चे लोग तोड़ देंगे। वो नंदी के ऊपर ख्याल लेके मरा, और उसकी आत्मा उसी पत्थर पे ख्याल लेके मरने से उसी पत्थर में जाके समा गई। जो नंदी उसने बनाया था, उसी के ऊपर प्रेम प्यार रखा था, उसी में जाके समा गई। अब वो जब उसकी आत्मा उसमें आ गई तो वो आत्मा आएगी तो पत्थर बढ़ेगा। अब वो नंदी बढ़ने लग गया। तो छोटा मंदिर बनाया था ना उसने, खाली छोटा नंदी था 2 फीट ऊंचा, और वो मंदिर खाली 4 फीट ऊंचा था। अब वो बढ़ते 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 टच हो गया। गांव वाले को आश्चर्य होने लगा, ये तो नंदी बढ़ रहा है। अब लोग आके उसकी पूजा करने लगे, वहां पक्का मंदिर बना दिए। अब वो बढ़ते 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 वो मंदिर को भी टच हो गया, 8 फीट ऊंचा हो गया बैल। तो ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट का जमाना था, गांव वालों ने उनको ऑफिसर को भी बताया कि ये बढ़ रहा है, लेकिन वो मानते नहीं थे ब्रिटिश माने लोग। तो उन्होंने 2 बैंक को बड़ा बड़ा खिला ठोक दिया, मोटा मोटा पीठ पे होल करके उसमें ठोक दिया, देखेंगे कैसे बढ़ता है कि नहीं, बढ़ेगा तो किला अंदर जाएगा। तो वो फिर भी वो किला अंदर चला गया, वो बढ़ ही रहा है। तब लोगों को आश्चर्य हो गया, वो देव हो गया बोल के सब गांव वाले उसकी पूजा करने लगे। आज वहाँ बड़ा मंदिर है, और वो पहाड़ भी नंदी के नाम पे फेमस हो रहे हैं, नंदी पहाड़। तो कहने का मतलब को देखो, वो अज्ञानी जड़ बेचारा इतना सुंदर मानव शरीर पाके एक मूर्ति से प्रेम प्यार की, और बाद में उसी में जाके समाया। तो वो तो दुखी है कि मैं तो जड़ शरीर में आ गया, लेकिन लोग उसकी पूजा करते हैं कि देव बन गया। तो कहते हैं ऐसा हो जाता है।
This is yet another live example of what happens to our purity devotion. There is a village, Bellarpur, about 15, Chik Bellarpur, about 20 kilometers from our resort. And it is a hilly track, and there was a farmer who was doing the farming. He was about 70 years old. So family member thought that he is of no use for farm work, and they told him to take this animals of their house for grazing and take them to the hillside. So he used to go to the hillside for grazing the animal of the home. So he had a good quality of sculpturing. He was a good sculpturer. So he used to put some instrument, he used to take some instruments on the hillside and leave the animal for grazing. And he started doing some sculptures with his instruments. So it's occurred to his mind that why not he prepare a sculpture of a bullock in a sitting position. So he brought a big stone and started carving him, giving it shape. And slowly he gave him the shape of a bullock. And he thought that, okay, I have prepared a sculpture of a bullock, it is a very nice sculpture. But after I go, somebody will come and destroy this. So he started constructing the wall from both 4 sides. And he constructed a small temple of 4 feet high and kept the bullock there. Now he was loving the bullock very much because he has carved it out, he has made that sculpture. So he was thinking that what will happen to this temple and this bullock after I die. And in those thoughts, he sacrificed the body, he died. And when he died there, those thoughts were lingering on his mind that what will happen to that bullock. So that soul and the mind, God himself, merged into the sculpture of that bullock. Now it so happened that because the bullock got a life, his soul was in bullock's idol. So because it got a life, that idol started growing slowly. The villagers could not easily believe. After 2-3 years, villagers found that the small temple which was earlier constructed for protecting that bullock sculpture is becoming smaller and smaller, and bullock is occupying that space. So villagers thought that why not we construct a big temple. So they constructed a big temple of 8 feet high and 8 feet from all sides. And even then the bullock started growing day by day because it has got a soul life inside. And the villagers started thinking that it is a wonder. So they reported those things to government officials. And that time India was ruled by the Britishers. So British officers came to the spot on the top of the hill, and they found that it is a big temple. Within that temple there is sculpture of the bullock, and people say that it is growing. They were not people to believe in that naturally, and therefore they thought, let us have a test whether it is really growing or not. So they put two iron rods near to the belly of the bullock, and they fixed it within the ground. And after some years, 2-3 years, they came back for inspection. When they came back, they found that these iron bars have been covered by the belly of the bullock. So bullock has grown so much that it swallowed those iron blocks, and they could not see the iron block. So that is how it started growing, and it is still growing. Therefore, that hill has now been named after the bullock. So it is called a bullock hill, and many people still come there. They do the devotion to that bullock. They pray to the bullock. They put flowers on them, do the puja of that bullock, and people are enjoying that. They are doing the devotion to the bullock, bullock. But inside, what happens to that soul which is within the bullock? That soul is murmuring, that soul is weeping, that soul is repenting. Why it is repenting that, oh, what happened to me? At the end of my life, I had a glimpse of that bullock. I had a desire to protect the bullock, and I come into this bullock. So, in his last days of the life, he was loving and doing the devotion to the bullock. He got the birth in this bullock. So, in nutshell, this story tells us that if you do the outwardly devotion of the deities and their idols, you will go to the same way and get merged into those idols. So real devotion is different, as has been explained by Guru Arjan Dev Ji. That go to the master, get initiation from the master, do the devotion, come up to the 10th floor, get your own glimpses of the soul, then you will realize that I am the soul, I am not a body. And then you get a glimpse of the Murali Sankar, you get a light also. That time you further realize that it is the correct way of doing the devotion to the Lord Almighty, and you get further and further involved into that process and start thinking only of that thing. And at the time of day, those things come into the mind before the soul, therefore that soul gets way on the path of the God Almighty, and it gets salvation.
भाने ते सब सुख पावे संत अंते नाम सखाए अपना आप न पहचाने संत कोड़े करही वड़ियाए।
फिर वही अमरदेव जी फरमाते हैं कि इस तरह से जो गुरु की मौज में भाने में रह के भक्ति करते हैं, सुर शब्द का अभ्यास करते हैं, वो गुरु के कृपा के पात्र बन जाते हैं। लेकिन उसके विपरीत करते हैं कि जो मनमुख लोग हैं, दुनिया के लोग करते हैं, वो सच्ची भक्ति ना करके कहते हैं कि उनका भी विनाश होता है। कहते हैं कि जिस चीज के ऊपर वो विश्वास करते हैं वो तो नाशवान है, ये इनका भी विनाश हो जाता है।
Now Guru Arjan Dev Ji is explaining to us that it is the devotion, the real devotion to the God Almighty by going to the Master, getting initiation. Those who do the devotion as per the commandments of the Master and with love and affection towards the Master, they get salvation, they get real devotion, they do the real bhakti or devotion of the God Almighty, and they get salvation. But what happens to those who do not come to this path of the Masters? They ultimately go to these rituals and do the rituals of the outwardly gods and goddesses, and they get merged into that, and they suffer like those who have guided them to do these rituals. Those who guide them, they also suffer, and those who do the rituals as devotion to the God Almighty, they also suffer and come into the chain of the birth and rebirth.
जब तक हम अपने आप को पहचान नहीं पाते हैं, तब तक सच्ची भक्ति के बारे में तो सोच भी नहीं पाते हैं।
So long as we do not understand who we are, that is, we do not get our own glimpse, that the soul goes out to the 10 doors and it gets its own glimpse. Till then, we will not be able to understand what is the real and genuine devotion to the Lord Almighty.
पाखंडी ने जमुन हे छोड़े ले जासी पति गवाए जिन अंतर शब्द आप पहचाने गति मति तिन्हें पाए।
फिर आप एक तरफ मनमुख और एक तरफ गुरुमुख का बयान करते हैं। कहते हैं जो पाखंड करते हैं, पाखंड नहीं छोड़ते, पाखंड करते हैं, दुनिया को धोखा देते हैं। कहते हैं कि आप तो धोखा खाते ही हैं और दूसरे को भी धोखा देते हैं, तो ऐसे को यमदूत छोड़ते नहीं। ऐसे लोगों को यमलोक में जाना ही पड़ता है, जाके उस कर्म का हिसाब चुकाना पड़ता है। और दूसरी तरफ कहते हैं गुरुमुख, जो नाम के ऊपर भरोसा करके, नाम का भजन सुमरण करके, अंदर आके शब्द को प्रकट करके और उनको वो सच्चे नाम के बारे में जानकारी मिल के और वो मालिक से मिल जाते हैं।
Now it is further explained to us that there are some people who have not realized the Lord Almighty, who do not know real devotion to the Lord Almighty, but they do the devotion outwardly to various gods and goddesses. They do not understand really what is going to happen to them and what will be the result of that devotion. So they themselves are trapped into the net of the Lord Yama, that is the authority of judgment. And those who follow them, they also make people to follow them, they guide the people to follow their path, and people blindly follow their path and do devotion as per them. So they also go to the authority of the judgment, that is Yamaraj, and they make their followers also to come to the authority of the judgment because of their deeds, and both of them ultimately get the punishment from the authority of the judgment, that is Yamaraj. Whereas those who come to the real fully enlightened master get the commandments of the master, get the initiative from the master, and follow the path as per instructed by the masters, and come to the 10 door, get their own glimpse. They understand that I am the soul. Thereafter they understand what is the, they get connected to the melodious sound current, and they get salvation as per the mercy of the master. That time master also starts showing mercy on them, and as master here, the master who initiated them, they also get salvation, and the souls who are following master also get salvation. As against the Manmo, where the guide also goes to the Yamaraj and these followers also go to Yamaraj, that is the authority of the judgment, and they get punishment there.
यह मनुवा सुन्न समाधि लगावे ज्योति ज्योति मिलाए सुन सुन गुरुमुख नाम वखाणी सत्संगत मिलाई।
तो वही कहते हैं कि इस तरह से जिनको कि उस मालिक की कृपा से सत्संग मिल गया, सद्गुरु मिल गया, वो लोग कहते हैं कि क्या
ये मनवा सुन्न समाधि
लगाई। कहते हैं कि वो गुरु की कृपा से नाम का रूप होके कहते हैं कि मन जो है अपने स्थान पे पहुंच जाता है, समाधि में लीन हो जाता है, और ज्योति वो प्रकाश, मन जो है प्रकाश रूप है। और महात्मा भी कहते हैं मन तो ज्योत स्वरूप है, अपना मूल पहचान, ये मन तो भी प्रकाश रूप है। तो इंद्रिय नहीं, तो शरीर नहीं, तो अपने घर अपने स्वरूप में जाके समा। मन ब्रह्म से आया है, तो कहते हो जाके ज्योति में ज्योत समा जाता है, और जो मन को अपनी सोची हो जाती है, मैं तो ब्रह्म का रहने वाला हूँ, मैं इंद्रिय नहीं, मैं शरीर नहीं। तो कहते इसको जब सच्चाई का पता चलता है, जब नाम प्रकट हो जाता है, मन को भी सोची आ जाती है, और आत्मा तो पहले से अपने असल में समाना चाहती है, तो दोनों मिलकर ऊपर चढ़ाई करना चाहते हैं। तो मन समाधि में लीन होता है, रोज चढ़ाई करने लगते, और ब्रह्म में जाके मन लीन हो जाता है, ज्योति में ज्योति समा जाती है, और आत्मा उससे आजादों के ऊपर चढ़ाई करते हैं। तो कहते हैं ये सच्ची गुरुमुखों की पूजा है और ये सच्ची भक्ति है।
No, it is further explained was that when one goes to the master, get initiation, enters the devotional action of the commandments of the master, that is sitting for meditation and closing on the 9 doors and coming up to the 10th door by reciting of the 5 hymns. When soul and the mind comes to the 10th door, the soul gets its own glimpse that I am soul. Mind gets the light and melodious sound current. Mind is nothing but light. Mind is coming from Lord Brahma. And therefore mind starts thinking that, oh, mind, I am not this body, but I am mind, I am a light. And therefore it thinks that my real home is somewhere upward, and it starts searching that by getting connected with the light. And when both mind and soul understand, when they come to the 10th door, get their own glimpses, they understand that our home is not this earth or where we are this body. And they think that they should make upward journey, with the grace of the master, they start making upward journey. When both of them reach up to the stage of Brahma, that is illusory power, they get de-tied. Before that they were tied together. When they go up to the stage of Brahma, those both get untied, and this mind gets merged into the light, and soul makes further advancement of the journey towards the soul, that is such kind. So those who make this type of devotion, they are led by the God Almighty, and that is the real devotion to the God Almighty.
गुरुमुख गावे आप गवावे, धरे साचे शोभा पाए, साचे बाणी सच वखाणे, साचे नाम लेवलाए।
कहते हैं किस तरह से जो गुरुमुख होते हैं वो आप भी साधन से जुड़े होते हैं, सुख सत्य का अभ्यास करते हैं, अपने जो लोगों से भी शिष्यों से भी कराते हैं, और यही सच्ची पूजा है कि वो आप भी उस साधन से जुड़े होते हैं और अपने जो भी उनके पास आता है उन प्रेमियों से भी कराते हैं। और नीचे
सच्ची बानी सच्ची बखानी, सच्ची नाम निवलाई।
हाँ, कहते हैं कि वो सच्ची बानी, उनके वाक्य भी सच होते हैं, क्योंकि वो सब तो सच प्रकट होता है, वो जो कहते हैं और यहाँ वहाँ सच होता है।
So this way, those are the souls who are initiated. They go up to the 10th door, they get connected with the melodious sound current and the light, and get a glimpse of the radiant form of the masters. They are got real enlightenment. Then what do they do when they remain in this universe? They also guide and to nearby people, their relations, their friends and relatives, that this is the real path of meeting to the Lord Almighty and salvation. And they bring one after another, their relatives, their friends also on this path. Bring them to the master, get initiated by the master and put them on the path of salvation. So that is how these people are doing the devotion of themselves as well as making other people to get salvation and devotion. So these people are led by the God Almighty, and therefore it is the best way of going to the God Almighty and doing devotion. Such people who get enlightenment, they also see that nearby people also get initiation and they are put on the path of salvation to the God Almighty.
भवभञ्जन अति पाप निखञ्जन, मेरा प्रभु अति सखाई, सब कुछ आपे आपे करते, नानक नाम वड़ियाई।
फिर वही अमरदेव जी सारा देते हैं कि वो मालिक, वो दुख भंजन है और दीन दयाल, गरीबों पे माने की जो दीनता नम्रता लेके उसके शरण में जाता है उस पर दया करने वाला, और दुख भंजन है। वो कहते हैं क्या?
पाप निखंजन मेरा प्रभु।
हाँ, पाप निखंजन, कोई बड़े बड़े पापियों को भी तारने वाला, और उसका नाम वो बड़ा निर्मल है, पवित्र है। जो भी उस नाम का सुमरन ध्यान करता है वो भी निर्मल और पवित्र हो जाता है। ये उस मालिक की जो है बढ़ियाई है। वो खुद निर्मल और पवित्र है, पापियों को तारने वाला है, दुख भंजन है, दुख दूर करने वाला है, और जो उसको याद करते हैं और उसका उसी का अपना रूप भी बना लेने वाला है, ऐसा वो मालिक है।
The Lord Almighty is very pure, He is without any dirt, and therefore He makes His disciples like that. Those who do the devotion of the Lord Almighty, they become cleaner and cleaner, all the dirt is removed from their mind and soul, and they become cleaner and cleaner. The Lord Almighty also removes the miseries and sorrows of His disciples from their life. So, they also get rid of the miseries and sorrows, and they bring those people whom they bring on this path. They also get cleaner and cleaner. They get rid of our sorrows with the mercy of the Lord Almighty. And this is the real path which is explained to us, that by following this path, we get rid of our sorrows and worries. God Almighty shows grace on us. He removes our sorrows and worries. God Almighty shows His grace on us, and He makes us cleaner and cleaner, and He removes all dirt on the soul and the mind, the carnal deeds, and that is how He makes the soul and the mind clean and clear, and then brings it and gets merged into God Almighty. So that is the real devotion.
कहते हैं उसके चरणों में पापी से पापी लोग भी आते हैं, और कहते हैं कि अच्छे लोग भी आते हैं। वो सबको एक दृष्टि से देखने वाला, क्योंकि दोनों भले और जो बुरे हैं सब उसके अपने बच्चे हैं। सबको एक ही दृष्टि से देखने वाला और अपनी दया दृष्टि डाल के वो पतितों को भी पावन करने वाला वो मालिक है।
How is this God Almighty? People with good qualities and good deeds, they also do the devotion to the God Almighty. People with bad qualities and bad deeds, they also do devotion to the God Almighty. God Almighty doesn't make any distinction between them, that he is a good man, he is a bad man. He is a man with good deeds, he is a man with bad deeds. He does shows His mercy on both the good and the bad people, good and the bad souls equally, and makes them smoother and pure by making them to do His devotion as per the instructions of the masters, and bring them up to Him, cleanse them, and shows mercy on them, and gives salvation to them. That is how the God Almighty works. He doesn't make any distinction between the various qualities of the souls. He feels that these souls are my own souls, they are my son, and I have to salvate them and to bring them to me.
भव भंजन अति पाप निखंजन मेरा प्रभु अति सखाय सब कुछ आपे वर दे नानक नाम बढ़िया